So if you make herbal products, you should have a way of testing for quality. So if you make herbal products that you say contain something, people, including consumers, should be able to test that product and show that it actually contains whatever it is you are claiming it contains. So I'm going to give you two examples of two of our products. One is this protoberberine alkaloid face toner. So it is made from a plant called Ennantia chlorantha. So what I did here was to extract out the alkaloids from Ennantia chlorantha and put it inside a liquid base, which people can take with cotton wool and wipe their face. So in case you don't know, this particular extract is very useful for people who have acne prone skin. It prevents breakouts, it shrinks pores, and it dries up a lot of oil, people who have oily skin. So it's ideal for people who have oily skin. Then the second product is our yohim tincture. So yohim, which is made from a plant that we popularly know as burantashi, the yohim contains yohimbine, and yohimbine is an alkaloid. So we have two products here that are supposed to contain alkaloids. So what do? You want to be sure that they both contain alkaloids, so you have to test them. So you see, when you are doing production, this is just a bottle. You could have like 10 liters of this. So all you need to do is just take out a small portion and test to see if it contains alkaloids. And one of the ways you can do that is with a reagent called dragendoff's reagent. So this is my dragendoff's reagent. It's very economical. You know, all you need are a few drops per batch to test whether your product contains the plant chemicals that you are claiming it contains. So with dragendoff's reagent, when you take a few drops of the product and you add a few drops of dragendoff, that product turns brick reddish, and then it brings out reddish particles that will settle at the bottom. So that is how you know the product contains alkaloids. Now for dragendoff's reagents, if you've been paying attention to my page very well, I've actually taught how to make dragendoff's reagent. I think I did the video October last year, October 22nd. I also put a video of it on YouTube. In the video in YouTube, I actually used this dragendoff to test for chloroquine, the content of chloroquine in a tablet. Mind you, chloroquine is an alkaloid, and in that video the dragendoff's reagent gave what? A positive result for alkaloids. So you can see how useful this reagent is. Now for those people who are laymen, if you want to get this, you can approach us. We can I can prepare it and sell for you. So you keep it, you can keep this for years, provided you put it in an amber bottle that is protected from light. Yeah, you can keep it for 3-5 years. It will still be an effective reagent for testing any of your products. So if, for instance, you buy a product from a brand that you don't trust, and you believe that product is supposed to contain alkaloids, all you need to do is get our dragendoff's reagent and test it. And if it doesn't give that positive result, you will know that they have sold you a fake herbal product, which are all over the place, because most people do not know how to extract out plant chemicals from plants. So we are going to test these two products, and I will prove to you that they contain alkaloids. So I have clean test tubes, and I'm going to take a few drops of each product and put it in the test tubes. So this is the Ennantia chlorantha protoberberine alkaloid toner, one of our products. I don't need a pipette. I can use the dropper of the product to bring out some yohim tincture. So you can see the Yohim tincture from the Yohim bottle. There it is. Okay, and then I'm going to put it in another test tube. There it is. So the next thing I'm going to do is to get the dragendoff reagent and add a few drops of dragendoff reagent in each of the test tubes. So what do you observe? You can see that you can see the bright orange color. Okay, reddish. It either turns reddish or bright orange. And if you look here, you're going to see that this is also turning reddish. Yes. So we'll leave it for a while and then show you what it's like later. I left it for a while so you can see there are different colors. So I'm going to show you a comparison of the two. So I'm going to show you a comparison between the protoberberine, this one, and the one that we've added the reagent to, so that you can see, because you may not be able to see the difference except I put them side by side. So I'm putting inside a clean. Look at the difference. This is the protoberberine alkaloid, and this is the one that we added. So it forms a brick red or bright orangish precipitate. Now if you leave it overnight to settle, that's when you even see it, that the red bright orange precipitate would have settled at the bottom, and what you have will be a clear liquid on top. Now let me show you the Yohim. So this is the Yohim normal color, and this is the one that we added the reagent to. Now you notice that it's darker. You see the Yohim color is brown, so it has a brownish tint to it, but you can still see the orangish. Can you? Now if you leave this to settle, the difference will be clear as well. And that is how you test for quality of your herbal product. So if you know a herbal product is supposed to contain a certain plant group, a certain type of plant chemical, if you test it and it gives a positive result, you know that it contains it. But if you don't get a positive result, then you know that that product does not contain that active ingredient. And you see, quality control is very important in herbal medicine, because sometimes plants can have various amounts of that active ingredient at different times of the year. So you have to test all your batches of all your products to be sure that they contain that plant chemical, which is the active chemicals that you need for your product to be effective.